I was keen to ask Michael to share some of the things that he's been doing, because if you think about it, we've all gone through kind of some turmoil, but actually, of all the businesses, I mean, there are a few that are like this, but Michael literally goes into people's houses. He goes into people's houses, and of course, people are fearful right now, and therefore, how do you communicate with your marketplace? And I guess this is the challenge that we've all had: is, okay, what's the right way to communicate with your marketplace? So I want Michael to kind of talk about what he has done, but also as you listen to what Michael's got to say, he's communicating something to the marketplace, which is effectively his promise. He is promising the marketplace something, and therefore the importance of, we always talk about, if you make a promise, you've got to have a process to support the promise, because you're going to be found out fairly quick if you don't. So again, it's the promise and the process that I'm interested in kind of helping you notice what Michael's actually been doing. So again, done an immaculate job as far as I'm concerned. And so, Michael, please, over to you, my friend, and entertain and inspire us. The floor is yours.
Well, to be fair, I've got pretty big boots to fill after the two that I've spoke already. I must have missed the memo with first class PowerPointing and screen sharing. Anyway, so I'm going to apologise in advance what I'm about to deliver. So anyway, guys, as Alan says, I suppose a big challenge for us as a business was, firstly, how do we keep our team safe during COVID-19? Because without a healthy team, we don't have a business. We don't have any money coming in. So that was like paramount for us. But then how do we communicate that to our customers? Because customer confidence, even though we're seeing it on the increase at the moment, we were right at the start like everybody, but we still had to go into people's houses. So we had to make sure that the message was crystal clear, consistent, and that we were installing that confidence into our customers. But there was all very well saying what you're doing, but actually the doing was equally as challenging, because there was so many changes in the industry, so many processes that were getting changed. Were you wearing face masks? Were you not wearing face masks? All the questions from the team. So we had to be really clear as to what we were saying to our customers was also getting fed back to our engineers. Okay, so we went through a bit of a journey with that, and probably like most of you, we took to our social media fairly quickly to try and sort of calm the storm with people, set a level of expectation, the type of work that we're doing, the type of work that we're not doing. Is it classed as essential? Is it not classed as essential? If you've got water pouring through your ceiling, yes, it's essential. If you want a new radiator installed, not essential. So we were thinking about all these different things, but then it was like, crikey, this is actually quite a mammoth task, because then we had the whole training for the team about, well, how do I know it's essential? Because the guys who answer the telephones aren't trained plumbing heating engineers. So we had to sort of create a process on whether or not it's essential or not. I will give an example of how we do that in a second. As I said, I wasn't expecting a PowerPoint presentation at the moment, but I will certainly do my best to share what we've got. Okay, so give me 1 second. And so then, so basically, as we were deciding about what work we were able to book in, it was then a case of, well, how do we know the guys on the field are actually doing what we are saying that they're doing? Because there would be nothing more embarrassing or detrimental to the company if we are saying, oh, our guys are doing X, Y, and Z, and we receive a review saying we're not doing X, Y, and Z. So one of the first things we decided to use as a training method was our website. We decided to create a web page, and it was dedicated to our COVID service update. Okay, This actually proved to be quite popular with our team, so I'll share the screen just now.
Our homes have become our working space, our family space, our chill out space, and our safe space. So when a plumbing or heating emergency hits and you need us, it's our priority to keep your space just that, safe. Our technology allows our engineers to ensure your safety. So what are we doing? Every morning, our engineers go through a mandatory checklist. Things like, do you have any symptoms? Have you disinfected your hand tools, your tool bag? Have you wiped down your van cabin? All this information feeds back to our head office, allowing us to ensure consistency across all our engineers. Before arrival, we ring ahead and we keep you in the know about the measures we have implemented around social distancing. Once at your property, we run through our pre-job checklist, ensuring we are following all government guidelines. Inside the property, we disinfect all working areas and contact points, we keep our tools clean and we ensure a 2-metre distance from you, and we wear disposable gloves and shoe covers that once the job is done, we dispose of after every visit. Our job reports, sign-offs, invoicing and receipts are then all emailed or texted to you, ensuring a fully contactless visit. You can even sign from your own phone. If you have an emergency, please do not hesitate to get in touch. With 24-hour support, we can keep your home space your safe place.
We got the fundamental message that when the guys are coming on site, they're just going to be consistent with their actions every single time. So I suppose it gives them the benefit of saying, right, I know what the standard is, that's what we've got to do. And now there's not really any excuses, because I think when this first started, it was quite difficult for our engineers to get their heads around that they've got to do this every single time. It's a new way of working. And yet there might have been the odd time they've maybe went, oh, I forgot to put my shoe covers back on, or I've done this with disposable gloves, but they're only human beings after all, okay? They're not robots. But now, we're kind of so far down the road now with the COVID-19 that they're just doing it as part of their everyday work. And I suppose that's why I'm quite proud of what they've been doing. And I think the video definitely helped us put that message out. And even since that video, the amount of people that have contacted us to say, listen, when you come, will you guys be doing what you're saying you're going to do? And we're confident to say, yeah, we will.
Yeah.
So there you go. That's me.
Okay, fantastic. Really excellent, mate. Well done. And again, loads of good comments in the chat box. Again, utterly brilliant, superb, great stuff. Right. So I'm not going to read them all, but again, please have a look at that and just see what folk are thinking. So folks, I guess just let's kind of. I know that you're giving an applause there to Michael, but what have you noticed that was particularly good? And again, and how might that apply to your business again as you go to into 90-day planning? So what have we got? Again, Michael, I'll let you read out the comments as they're coming through. So I'm looking more for the.
I'm just laughing at Ian's comment. He is actually better at doing that than sorting bouncing castles. You're right. Alex once told me I was a bouncy castle technician, didn't you, Alex?
Because you were looking for a new job, so I thought
an upskill. Obviously,
All
the comments are really nice, guys. Thank you. Right, obviously. Yeah.
So it's almost like let's get to the comments that people are kind of saying. What are they noticing about what was particularly good about that? That's the important parts.
I suppose the communication between the team and the customers.
Yeah.
That's our values at Celsius, our customer service, communication and teamwork. It's 3 of our values, so along with consistency as well, so it all sort of feeds into it.
Yeah.
I suppose it is different because we are going into people's houses, but yeah, making sure that you let your customers know how you're even keeping your own team safe is quite important, because there has been sort of bigger players out there that have been trying to get their companies back open, but people are concerned about the well-being of their staff and the spread of COVID, really, you know what I mean? So
yeah. So there's loads coming through again, but I suppose the thing is that, you had a system. You had a system that you then educated your team upon so that they could follow it. So that's the first thing. And sometimes it's reassuring for your clients, to their customers, to see actually these guys have got a system, they know what they're doing, and then when it's followed through, it's like, yeah, they delivered on the promise that they initially made to me. So it's that consistency throughout. And of course, the communication is really clever. It's really clever because it's using video, which is, you know, a highly digestible, what is it, snackable content, as Julie Devereux would call it. Really easy to watch and actually really puts you in a good light. So there's just loads of lessons just in that little bit there, mate. So again, I just want to say a big thank you to you, Michael, for taking the time to show us that, and I'm glad that you're getting lots of good business from it, because you deserve it. So again, excellent.